All right, today we're going to dive into a pretty huge irony, one that's sitting right at the heart of the AI world. It's this story where a name that promises the ultimate efficiency, is actually hiding this colossal secret about inefficiency. So yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so first, a super quick refresher. In the world of computer science, there's this thing called O1, or constant time. And you gotta understand, this is like the holy grail. It means an operation takes the exact same amount of time, doesn't matter if you're asking a super simple question or a really complex one. It's the absolute gold standard for speed, for efficiency. You get a direct, boom, immediate answer. So you would think an AI model named O1 would be a massive breakthrough in exactly that, right? I mean, it's in the name. Well, here's the twist. Someone put it perfectly. This new model is about as far from constant time, from O1, as AI has ever been. And that's the big puzzle we're going to unpack today. So, how on earth can a model that's literally named for peak efficiency be its complete and total opposite? Well, that, my friends, is AI's great irony. And, it all boils down to something called the approximation trap. We keep hearing that these models are thinking harder, but what's really going on under the hood? Well, it's a lot less sophisticated than you'd imagine. So here's the key thing to get. When one of these models thinks, it's not actually doing any real logic. It's basically just rolling a set of probabilistic dice over and over and over again. If it wants to be a tiny bit more confident in its answer, it just rolls the dice, say, 50 more times. It's a total brute force guessing game. It's not genuine reasoning, not even close. And here's the cost, and this is where it gets absolutely wild. All of that extra thinking, all those extra dice rolls, it might give you a tiny, tiny 5% bump in accuracy. But the price you pay? A staggering 5,000% increase in compute and energy. I mean, think about that. That's a 50 times cost for a teeny tiny gain. It is the literal definition of diminishing returns. I love how someone described this. It just nails the problem. They called it a Monte Carlo marathon dressed up as deep thought. And that's exactly what it is. The system is just running endless simulations, just hoping to land a little bit closer to the right answer, all while we're told it's having some profound moment of insight. It's not. And the real-world consequence? It's honestly jaw-dropping. This whole approach, when you apply it across the entire industry for complex problems, is consuming the energy equivalent of several nuclear power plants every single year. All of that energy is just being poured into redundancy, into guessing and guessing and guessing again. Okay, so this brings us to this really fantastic metaphor that I think perfectly frames the entire debate going on in AI development right now. The question is, are we building faster shovels or are we drawing treasury maps? So let's break that down. The faster shovels approach, well, that's all about improving the tools for the exact same brute force job. We're building bigger models or we're letting them think for longer. You're just digging harder in the exact same spot. But a treasury map, that's totally different. It doesn't just help you dig, it tells you exactly where the treasure is. It navigates you straight to the answer and unlocks the real value. And right now, let's be honest, the industry is almost entirely focused on two paths, and they are both just different kinds of shovels, right? Option one, you train a bigger, more complex model. That's basically just a fancier shovel. Option two, you let your current model run longer. Well, that's just a longer dig. The problem is, both are incredibly expensive, and they lock everyone into this commodity race to see who can dig the fastest. But what if there's another way? I mean, what if instead of just building better and better shovels, we started building treasury maps? This could literally be our map to meaning. And that really is the key question, isn't it? If we're not just going to keep throwing more and more power at the problem, what does a smarter, more direct approach actually look like in the real world? Well, the proposed alternative is this architecture called the Semiotic Web, and its promises, wow, they are a direct answer to every single problem we've just talked about. We're talking claims of true O1 comprehension, 100% accuracy with no more endless guessing, speeds up to 20,000 times faster, and all of it with minimal power required. It sounds almost too good to be true. So how does it supposedly work? Well, think of it this way. Instead of just guessing and digging random holes all over the island, the semiotic web is the map. It's the map that lets you walk straight to the X and find the treasure immediately. It navigates directly to meaning instead of just trying to approximate it. So all of this, it brings us to a really fundamental choice about the future of AI. And this isn't just some technical decision for engineers. No, it's a strategic one about the kind of future we all want to build. So here they are, the two paths forward. We can keep going with commodity digging, just keep building bigger, more power-hungry shovels to chase those tiny, tiny percentage points of accuracy. Or we can pursue directional discovery. We can start building the treasury maps that actually guide us directly to the answers we're looking for. And that leaves us with this one final, really crucial question. In this whole quest for artificial intelligence, what's the smarter path forward? Do we want to build an AI that just digs harder and harder with costs that just keep spiraling up? Or do we want an AI that actually understands the terrain, an AI that navigates with real purpose? The choice, really, is ours to make.